Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're doing something a little different. Obviously this is not quite the spaceflight sims that I normally do. This is Alien Isolation, and it is a horror stealth game, I suppose would be the best way to put it. At least I've only put in like a few minutes just to like kind of get in the game and make sure that everything's recording and nothing's breaking. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new game. Let's see here, play game. Oh, I guess I could show you the options menu too. That's probably important for people that are interested. There's a lot of controller stuff here. So if you felt so inclined to throw out your mouse and don't do that, guys. Play with a mouse and keyboard, come on. But if you really do like controllers, you can. It doesn't make any sense for a first-person shooter. At least not for me. There's quite a bit of stuff here for your video settings. Film grain. I suggest leaving this on. It really actually does feel like an older film. It's pretty good. You can adjust your field of view. Obviously, I'm gonna go max setting. It looks like 47 is max. No? What? I'm confused. I don't understand. Higher is lower? We're gonna play with this. We're gonna figure out what this is. I'm gonna start at 45 or 47 because that was default. The gamma, obviously, because it's a horror game and it is set in a very dark area, you're gonna adjust that depending on your monitor. You can do your full screen or window, deep color. I kept that on because I feel like it looks a little bit better. Your resolution, vertical sync. I like to keep it off. I am a frame rate whore, but I've noticed I haven't gotten the best frame rates out of this. I'm using a GTX 770, the Gigabyte WindForce edition with the 4 gigabytes of VRAM. It's okay. It's definitely playable, but I'm definitely not making 60 frames all the time. Level of detail. I bumped all of this stuff up to as much as it can too, just so you understand that the frame rate is probably because I'm overworking my card. There's, shadow mapping, all of these things. Motion blur I actually kept on. It definitely it's iffy. Some people like it, some people don't. I kind of like it in this style of game, but if I was playing like a first-person shooter, if I'm playing any first-person shooter, I'd turn it off otherwise, like a competitive one, not a horror kind of thing. I have no idea what planar reflections are. I'm assuming it has to do with different materials and stuff that they use in the engine, but I kept it on and all this stuff. You can do your different anisotropic filtering and all that, anti-aliasing. Yeah, so it's a solid menu. Audio is pretty simple. I highly recommend some good headphones for this game. The headphones make it so much more atmospheric, and especially if you have some like open back headphones with a good sound stage, which basically just means you kind of like can hear things, the distance of things, a lot better. It really makes this game even more eerie. So, okay, that's enough of that crap. We can go ahead and start playing the game. Can I go back for a second? There's some DLC stuff that they're probably going to unlock. I don't know how I feel about that. I really just want to play the game. If they added more on in like a single player kind of thing, I might be more interested, but like survivor mode doesn't sound that interesting. Last Survivor doesn't really... It sounds like some sort of multiplayer thing that I'm not really interested in. So we'll start a game. We're not going to continue. And my last game was on hard, and I wasn't having too much difficulty. I guess I'll try hard again. Why not? Let's start a new game. And here's where you adjust your gamma, as you can see. I'm not sure how YouTube is going to mess with this. YouTube generally darkens things, so I'll bump it up a little bit, just so you guys can actually see things. I'm hoping that comes through well. We'll see. I might have to adjust it later on. But yeah, that's definitely, like, if it were just me, I would probably have it something like that. Yeah, that's perfect. But I don't trust YouTube. All right, moving on. Let's start the game. By the way, this game is freaking gorgeous. I love it. The way that everything is textured and put in, it really does look great. There's some low poly models here and there, but I mean, it's to be expected.
The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother.
I love that.
We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Those textures. Those facial textures, like the bump mapping on there. This is awesome. I love it. And here we are. This is the game. So as you can see, it looks pretty freaking awesome. For the most part, all of the modeling and texturing is really, really great. There are little bits here and there. I need to sign in. I think there's actually a good example in this room. Yeah, this guy. This guy's a pretty good example of something that they probably could have done a little more work on, especially like that top hat. I don't know, maybe it was causing a lot of trouble or something for them, but I really feel like that's quite a hexagonal circle. But anyways, everything else, I mean, when you look at the overall scene, it looks awesome. And they really did nail that 70s sci-fi, like the original Alien flicks. So, I believe I have to get dressed. Oh yes, and those fluorescent lights flickering on, that's awesome. Sorry guys, I'm in love with this game. It really is. This is the Alien game that I've been waiting for since I was 10 years old. So, let's see, this is my locker. Go ahead and get dressed. If I remember right, I feel like there was something in here I could pick up. There's a whole crafting system and you gotta like get to pick up items, save your ass. Oh yes, here they are. So you definitely want to pick up everything you can because it will save you a lot of trouble in the future. Manual save points, these emergency phone things. Yes, we will overwrite the save data. So every time you hear that, it's actually a really annoying shrieking sound. At least it's very annoying for me, but at least it gets your attention. You know there's a save point nearby. And they're supposed to alert you of enemies. I haven't really had that yet. Anyways, these are the personal terminals. You get a lot of lore and like background stories out of it. And I will go into the terminals and I will show them to you and you can go ahead and pause the video. I'm not going to read them out loud. I'm a bad reader. I'm just not. I've always been really. Oh yes, I always have this problem too. I press escape to exit these menus, but it's Q to go back. Hopefully I can work that out and not do that the entire series. But yeah, I'm not going to read out everything because that's just too much for me. I'm not a great reader. I've never have been. I can read things in my head, but reading them out loud, I just fumble the words. Here we go, some cool spacesuits. I really like the look of these. Just beautiful. Beautiful everything. I think that's the airlock. I kind of actually forgot my way around this ship. More fluorescent bulbs. That one went out, I guess. Oh, I went the wrong way. Yep. Totally went the wrong way. The one really cool thing that actually kind of sucks for me because I'm just so used to all the modern hand holding in games. Oh, before I go in there, there is no like hand holding, I would say. I mean, you can go into the tab and it'll give you a general vicinity of where you have to go, but I tend not to use the map as much as possible, and it kind of makes the game a very interesting experience.
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
So, if you haven't seen the original Alien movie, which if you haven't, please watch the original Alien movie. It's probably my favorite film of all time. It is the epitome of 70s sci-fi horror films, at least in my opinion. This is essentially the med bay where somebody dies. We'll just say somebody dies in case somebody hasn't seen Alien. God, I hope you've all seen Alien. Please go watch the movie. Don't play the game yet. Just go watch the movie first. It's only a couple hours, and it's awesome. So we gotta go find Taylor. I'll walk back through this way, even though I don't really have to. They got all the it really does feel like the set of Alien, like on this ship. It has that Nostromo feel. And here is the cafeteria area. Taylor's here.
Good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry.
Touchy.
I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
All right.
To the bridge, approaching Sevastopol Station.
Looks
like we're here. I'll go ahead and show you guys this terminal. Personal and Taylor. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, my keyboard doesn't have a lot of buttons that a normal keyboard has. It has like a hotkey system. Every time I do this, I really wish I could just press escape to get out of menus. It's like a Skyrim habit that just never went away. Anyways, we'll head up to the bridge here.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
Alright, go get the briefing document. Before I do that, I'll show you this, because I really got a kick out of seeing this nice scene out here with the gas giant. You can even see the lens flaring here. I do feel like the lens flaring is a little iffy. It's tends to be monochromatic, and I mean, it's okay. It's just not the best I've seen. Alright, collect the documents.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
It looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is a commercial vessel, Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Weyland...
Yutani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers portside over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor.
Oh shit.
Just keep moving. Taylor, Ripley, hold on. Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody! Okay.
Alright, and this is where I'm going to leave this first episode. Obviously, everything's getting set up, so there's a lot of cutscenes and stuff going on. But from this point on, it was pretty much action playing the game. So, thank you for watching. Like this video if you liked it, dislike the video if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time.